This is a very well-known story, and it's been retold by multiple, if not generations, of parents to their children in Benin. So this story actually starts off in the Kingdom of Benin in West Africa, Nigeria. And the Benin Kingdom is the second largest kingdom in the world after the British Kingdom. So this story starts in the time of Oba Ozolua, who died. The Oba had two sons born on the same day, or two heirs. Aruan, who was born in the morning to Queen Ohonmi, who grew up to be a giant, and he was reputed, or I would say reputable, for sweeping the kingdom with a palm tree. And he was also very well known for creating the moat, which is a very defensive trench that was built around Benin with his bare feet. Now Prince Isigie, please forgive my pronunciation, was born to Queen Ohonmi in the afternoon, as it is customary actually in the Benin Kingdom that the prince or child who cries first will be bestowed as the firstborn child. Aruan was born strong and healthy but didn't cry first, while Isigie, who was frail, cried first, and he was now known as the firstborn son of the kingdom. Oba Ozolua loved Aruan more because he was strong and accepted him as the firstborn son instead of Prince Isigie. And because the king loved Aruan more, he bestowed on him a royal necklace and a magical sword, which created jealousy between the queens. And it's believed that Queen Ohonmi, who was a strong sorceress, had a hand in the events that followed the death of the king. And after that, the kingdom was basically at war between the brothers. But on the other hand, Isigie grew up to be smarter but not as strong as his brother Aruan. I mean, like I said, the guy was a giant. Aruan, who was the firstborn, settled in a kingdom called Udo, and he intended to make it the capital of Benin, but was confronted by his brother Prince Isigie and Queen Ohonmi after the death of their father. Before the death of their father, Prince Aruan had made a promise to bury him in Udo, but was deceived by Isigie, who stole the body of the king and buried it in Benin. Thus, Aruan had now created an army at Udo to match Benin and seize it. Queen Ohonmi, on the other hand, was also raising an army in Benin, and is actually known to be the first queen to have matched up into battle. Through her charms and sorcery, she and Prince Isigie were able to defeat Aruan, who had left Udo with a large bell tied to his waist, and the instruction was that to his household that if they hear the bell ring, they should know that he had fallen in battle. But during the battle, the bell mistakenly slips and falls, and now the house of Aruan, thinking that Aruan had fallen, and they don't want to be at the fate of Queen Ohonmi and Prince Isigie, falls and they jump in the Udo River and they unfortunately die. Now on the other hand, Aruan loses the battle, and when he goes home he finds that his whole family has perished, and then he goes up to the river Udo and he vows that the water will never be good for anybody to ever drink again. And while doing this, he takes the royal necklace and hangs it by a tree and buries the sword and goes into the river, and he's never to be seen again. King Isigie was now made the king of Benin Kingdom, and he ruled alongside his mother Queen Ohonmi for a very long time. Queen Ohonmi ends up being known as a very strong sorceress and a great warrior throughout history. If you enjoyed that video, like, subscribe and share for more stories like this.